Hello and welcome to V News. Here come the headlines.
Party, state, and National Assembly leaders meet voters in Hanoi, Ho Chi Minh City, and Hà Tĩnh Province. International delegates visit Agent Oren Dowson Victims Village in Hanoi. 43rd ASEAN Economic Minister meeting and related meetings open in Indonesia.
Top leaders of the party, state, and National Assembly met with voters on August 10th to report the results of the first session of the 13th National Assembly and listen to their opinions and concerns.
Meeting with voters in Ba Dinh and Hoan Kiem districts of Hanoi, Party General Secretary Nguyễn Phú Trọng heard their concerns over complicated financial and monetary markets, urban planning, inflation, and high prices of essential commodities. The party chief acknowledged and explained a number of opinions and petitions related to socio-economic development of the city and the whole country, as well as the fight against corruption and negative phenomena. While sharing concern about the same matters at a meeting with State President Trương Tấn Sang, voters in Districts 1 and 3 of Ho Chi Minh City pointed out weaknesses in land administration, urban planning and management, transport, education, healthcare, culture, and environmental protection. State President Trương Tấn Sang affirmed that the urgent issues would be resolved immediately, stressing that curbing inflation is one of the most important tasks of the National Assembly and government in the coming time. At his meeting with voters in the central province of Hà Tĩnh, National Assembly Chairman Nguyễn Sinh Hùng briefed on the results of the first session of the 13th National Assembly, noting the legislature discussed the amendments and supplements to the 1992 Constitution. Local voters suggested the National Assembly increase its supervision of the implementation of party and state policies at grassroots levels, strengthen the fight against corruption, and prioritize the performance of policies on rural and agriculture development.
Lao Party General Secretary and State President Chomeli Sayason departed from the central city of Da Nang on August 10th, wrapping up his 3-day official friendship visit to Vietnam.
The same day, Mr. Chumali Sayason sent messages to Party General Secretary Nguyễn Phú Trọng and State President Trương Tấn Sang, expressing his thanks to Vietnamese party and state leaders and people for their warm hospitality and fine sentiments given to the delegation during the visit. The Lao leader said he believed that the outcome of the visit will make important contribution to fostering the ever-growing and fruitful traditional friendship, special solidarity, and comprehensive cooperation between the two parties, state and people of Laos and Vietnam. Earlier on the day, the Lao delegation visited the Hoa Tho Government Corporation in Da Nang City, where he urged the city and the corporation to continue developing and contribute to expanding cooperative ties with Lao localities.
Vietnam and Cambodia's naval forces will cooperate closely in all fields of common concerns to increase mutual understanding and trust so as to promote friendly and cooperative relations between the two countries.
Deputy Chief of Staff of the Vietnam People's Navy, Colonel Phạm Văn Hoành, and his Cambodian counterpart, Rear Admiral Mien Van, reached consensus on the issue during the meeting in Phnom Penh on August 10th. The two officers highly value the result of exchange visits at various levels of Vietnamese and Cambodian naval forces in recent years and coordination in maintaining security and order at historical waters and bordering territorial waters between the two countries and promptly addressing issues arising at sea. They agree that after 6 years of enforcing the joint patrol regulations and conducting 23 joint patrol missions and promptly prevented illegal actions on historical waters and bordering territorial waters between the two countries.
Japanese businesses are expanding investment activities in Asia, especially Vietnam, following the twin disaster that left more than 20,000 dead or missing and caused losses of over $250 billion.
That is the message delivered at the conference entitled Recovery and Rebuilding Scenarios of Japan, the Trend of Overseas Investment, co-hosted by the Vietnam Ministry of Planning and Investment and Japan's Nikkei Business Publications in Hanoi on August the 10th. Participants agreed that Vietnam has held a vital position in the chain of production of Japanese companies in the Asian market and has become a key location in the manufacture of important products to be transported to Japan. With the new investment trend of Japanese companies, Vietnamese businesses need to prepare necessary conditions to welcome this wave of investment. By July 2011, Japan had 1,560 valid direct investment projects in Vietnam, with a combined registered capital of $21.6 billion.
International delegates visited the Vietnam Friendship Village, which has accommodated and provided medical treatment for a large number of children and war veterans affected by the Agent Orange dioxin.
International delegates who have been in Hanoi to attend the second International Conference of Agent Orange dioxin victims on August the 8th and 9th were moved when they saw with their own eyes the victims struggle with the spiritual and physical pains. The delegates presented gifts to the victims and joined in an exchange program with the participation of American singer Brown Henry and Republic of Korea students. Since its first operation in 1998, the village has nurtured and organized vocational training and physical rehabilitation classes for hundreds of Agent Orange dioxin victims.
188 children, representing 24 million children nationwide, have voiced their desires and proposals to build a safer and friendlier environment for a better life and comprehensive development.
As part of the National Children's Forum 2011, the children participated in a dialogue with leaders of the Party, State National Assembly, ministries and agencies on August the 10th, where they raised questions on how to put an end to domestic and school violence and exploitation of child labor. They also put forward initiatives to reduce injuries among children, facilitate children's access to a modern education, increase investment in child care and protection, and promote children's role in building a safer and friendlier environment. At the end of the dialogue, the children submitted to the leaders messages such as "Say no to school violence," "Do not let hardships burden children's shoulders," "Give us a happy home," and "Find childhood makes a bright future."
The 43rd ASEAN Economic Ministers meeting officially opened in Manado, the capital city of North Sulawesi province of Indonesia, on August 10th.
Opening the event, Indonesian Vice President Bodino said this year's meeting aimed to make preparation for the East Asian Summit as well as promote ASEAN development, cooperation and economic integration towards the establishment of ASEAN Economic Community by 2015, one of three pillars of the ASEAN community. As chair of the meeting, Indonesian Trade Minister Mary Enka Pangestu said the ASEAN Economic Minister meeting and related meetings will focus on economic development issues and measures to narrow the economic development gap among regional countries, including support for small and medium-sized enterprises. The meeting will also discuss inter-ASEAN economic cooperation, cooperation between regional organizations and dialogue partners, and adopt trade agreements with China, Japan, the Republic of Korea, India, Australia, and New Zealand.
Newly elected Thai Prime Minister Yingluck Shinawatra and her cabinet members were officially sworn at the Royal Palace in Bangkok on August 10th.
At the swearing-in ceremony, Thai Prime Minister Yingluck Shinawatra pledged to reconcile the divided nation, reform the economy, and narrow the income gap between northern rural areas and urban centers. In the evening of August 9, Thai King Bhumibol Adulyadej endorsed the 35-member cabinet lineup of Prime Minister Yingluck Shinawatra. The 44-year-old Yingluck became the first female Prime Minister of Thailand after her Pheu Thai party won 265 out of the 500 seats in the lower house of parliament last month.
That's the end of V News Today. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.